A couple of days ago, I watched Minions and Monsters, and in my opinion, it was great. Now, I know I'm probably going to be glazing this movie a lot because it's one of my favorite movie series of all time. I mean, I think the first movie I've ever seen in theaters was Despicable Me 2 or 3, and I loved it. So yeah, I'm probably going to be glazing this a lot. And also, yeah, I am putting the Minions version of Subway Surfers in the background because it just feels right. I mean, it's a Minions video, it's a Minions review. And without further ado, let's get right into this review. See what I did there, like a little rhyme? Anyways, let's get into it. Okay, so before I actually review the movie, I'm gonna give you guys a little summary of what happened in the movie. So it all started off with these minions, right? Because the movie's about minions. And they're trying to find a boss just like in the first Minions movie. And then they keep on trying to find new bosses, and then they find this guy on a horse, like a bandit, kind of. And they chased him because they thought he would be a good new villain for them to follow. But then when they got to the end of the chase scene, it ended off in a dark alleyway in the middle of Los Angeles, and it ended up being a movie set. And the director was very, very, very mad. But when he showed it to the guys who owned the movie company, they were very, very happy. They thought that the Minions were very, very good actors. So then the director tried to find the Minions. He successfully found them, and he casted them in a bunch of new movies, and they were doing great until the guys who were watching the movies, the owners of the movie company, they decided to make movies with sound. And you know the Minions. If you know the Minions, then you would know that they don't speak English. So then the movie director had to fire all of them. But then there was this one Minion, well, really these three Minions, that were still passionate about movies. And the director gave James the Minion, great name by the way, probably the best Minion name ever. Has nothing to do with the fact that my name is James, but I go by Jimmy. But anyways, the director gives James a camera to record his own movies, and then James made up an idea for a movie called Minions and Monsters. But they needed to find a monster for their movie. So one of James's Minion friends went out and he found a spell book to cast some spells to spawn in a monster or something. And then the monster that they casted spells inside, like the spells that they casted, that ended up being a monster named Goomy. Now this Goomy guy says that he knows a bunch of big, scary monsters that could be good in their movie. So they all follow him, and he finds some two monsters, but they all they want to do is just eat the Minions. So basically Goomy just goes over to them, talks to them in private, and says, hey, after we're done, when we're about to record the movie, you guys can do the parts. But the part isn't acting, it's just eating them. Yeah. So when the movie comes out, when the movie starts to record, the first scene that James said yes to was one of his friends being sacrificed on the top of a building where these two monsters literally just go up there and kill him and eat him alive. So James was like, yeah, this is a really, really good idea for a movie to see his friend literally get eaten alive right in front of him for a movie. And then he ends up realizing that it wasn't a part of the movie, and they actually wanted to eat him alive. And then he was like, no, I'm gonna save my friend. I don't remember what his name was, but he wanted to save his friend, so they ran out. And then this big eyeball looking monster guy just came out and consumed everything, literally everything in the city, in the city of Los Angeles, because we're still in Los Angeles. And then he consumes all the buildings, as I just said. And then this big robot guy just comes out of nowhere and kills the big blob guy. And that's the end of the movie. Alright, so now that I'm done telling you all what happened in the movie, I'm going to rank it. I'm going to rank it 1 through 10. And so the reason why it's not going to be as high as I would rate other Minions movies is because the idea of the movie, the original idea, was really, really good. I really, really liked it. But what I'm about to tell you that I didn't include in the part where I talked about what happened in the movie is gonna change my idea of the movie. So you all know the Truman Show, right? It's basically like that. The thing that I didn't tell you about, but it's not really like the Truman Show. It's a great movie. I love the movie. But like the idea where it's all like staged, like everything that happened in the movie is staged for this one person, it kind of ruins the premise, because in the Minions and Monsters, it's not like they just like capture one person. It's not really like that, but it's like it's all a movie inside of the movie. So it's inside of the idea, inside of the movie. That whole idea is just a movie that Minions made. But then that whole story, even including the movie, is just like somebody explaining the lore of the Minions. So the Minions made that movie. The Minions made Minions and Monsters, and that it's really, really hard to explain. But the Minions, like earlier, they just made a movie. They just made a movie called Minions and Monsters. But all of that story is just a movie inside of the movie. And then that movie is a movie in the Minions universe. Jeez, that makes no sense at all. But my real rating of this movie is going to be a 7 out of 10. Now, I know you guys are probably going to be agreeing with me, hating my idea, thinking it's really, really good, or hating my idea and thinking that it's really, really bad. Now that I'm done with my actual review and my rating, I want to say who my favorite character and my least favorite character were. So my favorite character is going to have to be James. Not including the reason that James is my real name, but just because he's a good character in my opinion. Even though he's the main character, he's my favorite character. And then my least favorite character is this minion that I cannot repeat his name, just because of how badly you can take this name and basically cancel me if I say this. But I'm just gonna say that it's another name for Richard, and it's really, really inappropriate if I repeat the name. But yeah, Richard, I'm just gonna call him. Richard is like, he's just annoying. I mean, in my opinion, Richard is just like annoying. Like, he doesn't agree with anything that James and his two minion friends have to say, and he just is just like a hater the whole entire movie until the robot saved the day. Now he's like, yay! The end of the movie is basically the only time that he's happy in the whole entire movie. So that's why Richard is my least favorite character. Thank you all for watching my honest review on Minions and Monsters. If you like this type of video, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, do all of that good stuff, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.